Oof, we're gonna talk about something serious. Alright, listen up. So this is an educational video, you know? Educational. So, Posca pens suck. I'm sure you guys have seen these markers everywhere. Like, honestly, ZHC, Marcos, and other YouTubers, they use these markers to customize shoes and, you know, other stuff. This light is just asshole. I'm gonna put it back real quick. But I'm not calling them out. They're really good artists, and you know, I learned from them as well, you know, when I first started YouTube. But I just gotta say, you know, you can't customize shoes with these markers, first of all, okay? Actually, let me rephrase that. I had good experiences with Posca pens, but I also had some bad experiences with Posca pens, and I want you guys to know, you know, the pros and cons before you guys start using them. And a lot of times I still wouldn't recommend you using Posca pens. So I have an Air Jordan Mid right here, and I wore this before and I cleaned it, but you know, I'm gonna use this as a test subject. All right, we have the shoe right here. We are going to use this marker. Clearly it's like the legit Posca marker, okay? And we will paint the swoosh. I don't have a thicker tip. I only have the fine point, so this is, you know, all I can do. I'm just gonna try to paint the black paint as evenly as possible. The paint is kind of runny. It's not that thick. And you really look at this. After painting it over here, it's not evenly distributed. They look like patches, honestly. And it's really hard for them to dry too. So I'm gonna use a hair dryer to, you know, quicken the process. Now I'm gonna try doing a second layer, okay? Surely this is way easier than using a paintbrush, especially when you want to do some detail line work. So I painted 4 layers using the Posca pen, and I'm gonna just, like, you know, set this aside, and I will use Angelus flat black acrylic leather paint and show you guys the difference later. Uncap this, pour some right here, and paint. Okay, so I only use this brand, and that's because it's really reliable and it's known for, you know, producing paint for shoe customizations. All right, now I'm doing a second layer. As you guys can see, it's not as runny as the Posca pens. The thing is, you have more control over the paint, and also you can thin out the paint as much as you want. Sometimes you don't want it to be too thick. Also, this paint dries much faster than the Posca paint. Okay, we will now have a side-to-side comparison. This is Angelus paint, and this is Posca paint. This is the Angelus paint, and I painted 3 layers of it. What I'm gonna do is, you know, try to squish this, you know, bend it, push it, you know, crease it. This hurts. This hurts so much. Right here. But check this out. The paint is still there. There are no creases. There are no cracks. It's nice and done. Usually you want to paint 2 more layers, so that makes a total of 5 layers. As for the Posca pen, okay, I'm gonna shine some lights to it so you guys can see this. Okay, I don't know why, but apparently there are no creases with this as well. Maybe it's because my shoe is really worn out, and you know, basically the texture of it and whatever kind of, you know, allowed the paint to seep in better so that there are no cracks. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I first used the Posca pens on like the Demon Slayer custom, and I try to draw the outlines of Nezuko and Tanjiro, after waiting for a few minutes, I noticed that there are tiny cracks on the areas where I used the pen, and I kind of like scratch it and they flake. That was my experience, and I'm here to let you guys know that that was what happened to my custom. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something really interesting, okay? I have a wet paper towel. I'm just gonna wipe the swoosh. And here you go. With the Posca pen, it smudges, so you have to be careful. Now, let's do the water test on the Angelus paint. got some new water, fresh paper towel, and let's just, you know, rub it. And bam, there are no smudges. So this was the one with the Posca pen, and this is the one with the Angelus paint. Let me just show you guys right here again. Now I'm rubbing it. And check this out. But compared to this and this, come on. Okay, another thing that I want to show you guys is how the paint actually is when it's dried. It's actually all dried up Angelus paint, and I'm gonna show you guys. Check this out. And if you peel it, it has this, you know, it's kind of stretchy, right? This works perfectly with shoes because, you know, you walk in them, they crease, and you have to bend shoes and stuff like that. And so you want some kind of paint that is stretchy, you know? Okay, but what about Posca pen paints? Do they stretch like the Angelus paint? I'm gonna just, you know, paint some on this board. Make sure that there are no holes so I can peel it off if that's even possible. Okay, it's dried now. Let's see if we can peel them off. It actually works quite nice on flat surfaces. You can paint, you know, your iPhone, your AirPods, your laptop, or any flat surface. That will work. But for shoes, you know, there's a flexibility to shoes, so it's not the most ideal paint to use. But otherwise, you know, I can't get this off, to be honest. If you can get your hands on Angelus paint, I advise you to do so. They are definitely trustworthy for shoe customs. So you guys can see that this is such an incomplete pair of shoe, right? Look at this, come on, like would you wear this outside? Hell no, right? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to finish customizing this pair of shoe for my next video. Alright, so subscribe if you guys haven't, get that notification, you know, click that bell and whatever to get notified when I post this video. It's gonna be sick, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. And speaking of the giveaway, I'm sorry, but it's kind of difficult for me to ship it and deliver it because currently self-quarantine. Once this whole thing is over, I will have the raffle. You guys just subscribe and then just, you know, stay tuned for that giveaway, and I might give out, you know, other giveaways.